Installed on Beale Street, and thanks to Ken Hall for getting the program back on track. It's an important program. We get a lot of people who have only a small knowledge of Memphis music, and to try to encapsulate the entire musical history of Beale Street from the early big band and jazz days, Honeymoon Garner, through Dee Dee and Albert King, all the way through the soul music of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and into the hill country music into the 90s and the 2000s. Beale Street has been a really important focal point and gathering point for American music, and the stuff that has come off this street has changed the face of music all the way around the world. And today we get to honor Skip Pitts. There are a lot of musicians who make an impact, but there are very, very few musicians who you can simply make a noise and people go, right. And in the case of Skip Pitts, it's waka, waka, waka. That's Skip. For a guy that made a mark on American music that in 5 seconds can encapsulate more than most people accomplish in a career, it's an honor to have Skip here. And to tell you more about him and his legacy, I want to bring up Tim Sampson. Thanks a lot.
Most good folks like Skip Pitts. Mr. Tim Sampson.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I didn't know Skip back in the day, although I didn't anything to have known him, so I can't tell you about what he was like back then. But on behalf of the Stax Museum, I can tell you that he is he's awesome, and he's there for us every single time we need him for anything. He plays there. He is interviewed there by people from all over the world all the time. Just this past week. And he's incredible, and he likes 5 equals in his coffee and some cream. Skip also does something for us that is incredible too. We go out to the Memphis City school system to talk to school kids, and Skip goes with me. And Skip has the school turned upside down by the time I get there. All the teachers jumping up and down, running around in circles, trying to get coffee for him and carry his stuff. They love him, and the kids. Skip talks to the kids about real music, the importance of real music and Stax, and he helps spread the message. But he also talks to them about putting down the guns, not slapping the babies, and all that stuff. So he sends a good message out to kids everywhere. He goes with me, and I'm sure he does that all the time. Skip, I love you like a brother, and thank you so much for always being there for us. And congratulations from me and from the Stax Museum on this note. Well deserved. Thank you. And I'm going to see if David Porter might want to come up here and say a couple of things too. David Porter.
How's everybody doing? You know, I had to stop what was going on this evening and come by and simply pay homage to a guy who has contributed so much, not only to Memphis music, but to world music. And I would have been remiss if I were not here to, I know, amplify what Isaac was saying. He was here, and that is, thank you so much, Skip. You're honoring a great, talented world musician. He deserves it all. That's all I can say.
All right.
All right. It is without question that Charles Skip Pitts is one of the architects of soul, R&B, and funk guitar. Skip has been a hit maker all of his life. At the young age of 15, he performed on his first hit, Gene Chandler's Rainbow 65. Skip performed in the touring bands for Sam and Dave, for Wilson Pickett, before recording and touring with the Isley Brothers, for whom he created the signature riff, their chart-topping hit, It's Your Thing. That's Skip, you hear on that. Every time you hear It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers, that's Skip. After his stint with the Isley Brothers, he moved to Memphis to join Issac Hayes' band. It was with Isaac that Skip created one of the most memorable guitar performances of all time, and what Skip is best known for today, Issac Hayes' theme from Shaft. Skip went on to play on many of Isaac's hit albums, soundtracks, and even appears on stage with Isaac in What Stax. When not working with Isaac, Skip was a session player at Stax and played on many hit recordings by artists such as Albert King and Rufus Thomas and many others. Throughout the next 3 decades, Skip continued to work with Isaac. In the 1990s and 2000s, Skip collaborated with Isaac on John Singleton's remake of the film Shaft, as well as the soundtrack for the animated series South Park, for which he received a gold record. Skip's guitar playing was introduced to a new generation of music listeners when the hip-hop community began to sample the classic Stax recordings and perform guitar on. The past few years, Skip has performed on the score for the Academy Award-winning film Hustle and Flow with a group of Bo Keys and performed on the Grammy-nominated Al Green record I Can't Stop, which was produced by Willie Mitchell. Most recently, Skip played on Cindi Lauper's Grammy-nominated record Memphis Blues and performed singles from her record on television shows such as The Apprentice and Late Night with David Letterman. Skip has also appeared on camera as well, appearing in the award-winning 40 Shades of Blue, Black Snake Moan, and appeared with the Bo Keys along with Samuel L. Jackson and Bernie Mac and Soul Men, as well as contributing 3 songs for the soundtrack. Aside from his vast body of work, you can hear Skip performing with both the Bo Keys and Elmo and the Shades at various venues and festivals, both locally and nationally. I can't think of anyone more deserving than Skip of this honor. I consider myself fortunate to work with Skip. He's been a mentor and a really great friend to me, and I congratulate him and his wife Beverly on his award. Thank you.
I could have come the other night, man. I wanted to come to that so bad. I can't.
Now, what can I say about that? I'm just, I mean, all you guys. Never knew that I was liked so much for what I do. I do it with all my heart. I do it with all the feeling that I can get from the good Lord. It's not a session I don't do without thanking him first and foremost. On the road, the same way. I was with Cindi Lauper, and a few months back I had to come off the road because of an operation when they took a kidney out. And to tell you the truth, I've never felt so much better in all my life. Kidney's gone, y'all. As long as I keep up, I'll be happy, man. Lucky man. Thank you up there. I'm seeing the faces of the people that I see all the time, that I work with, Elmo. You. My lawyer, Bruce. Raise your hand, Bruce. Yeah. Booking agent. All of y'all. David Porter. Everybody. I've been working with David Porter and Isaac since 1970 when I first came here. I had left Isley Brothers, and my first wife, I don't know what I'm talking about, she introduced me to Issac Hayes, and like they say, the rest is what they say, history. Came Thanksgiving 1970, went on the road the next day to on the bus. Rode all the way to L.A. just to watch the show and see what was going on. Came back the next couple of days after doing some shopping that I hadn't done in a long time. And went in the studio with Isaac. We did Never Can Say Goodbye first. And we did The Black Moses. And on and on. And every time he was having a contract or in the company, I was there. All but the U-Turn album. I was home then with Wilson Pickett again. I think that was 86. But from 70 till he passed in 2008, I was with him, man, every step of the way. And I enjoyed it. It was a hell of a run. And like I said at his memorial, all Isaac really did was a standing ovation. But this time I want you to give yourselves a standing ovation for being who you are. And thank you so very, very much.
Well deserved. Skip there. All right. I was going to guess that there are a few folks here that might like to have a picture made with Skip in the note.
notes, so I'm just going to put this down here, and the nice folks at Outfit's going to let us stay around. This concludes the official ceremony. As you will have noticed, there's fresh concrete going in, so we are going to beat the winter weather. And every day we have a good day. Over the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're putting these notes in. So I would say if you come down here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be able to see Skip on the sidewalk. So that'll be another reason to celebrate. All right, everybody give Skip a hand and come get a photo with us. Thank you for coming today.
I think y'all already got the photos. So. If you want me, I'm gonna be with my wife, my beautiful wife, Evelyn.